How are you doing, math learners? This is your free access YouTube edu creator, Math Teacher Ash, and welcome to another reviewer series in preparation for the Quarter 3 examination for grade 8 students. In this video, we will be discussing 40 questions divided into 4 parts. So be sure to watch all those questions so that you will be equipped in the upcoming examination. So, ready your pen and paper, and before we start, if you are new to the channel, please click the subscribe button and notification bell for you to be updated of the School Clear Math videos just like this. So without further ado, let's do this. Question number 1. Which of the following is the first step in solving the equation 4x plus 7 is equal to 23? Is it A, multiply both sides by 4, B, subtract 7 from both sides, C, divide both sides by 4, or D, add 7 to both sides? I'll give you 5 seconds to think about your answer. Alright, my dear math learners, in order to answer this question, of course, we need to isolate the value of x in one side of the equation. And in order to do that, the first step we need to do is to transpose this plus 7 in the left side going to the right side. So in order to do that, we will subtract 7 from both sides. So that would be letter B. So let's check whether we are correct. Alright, easy, right? Now let us go to question number 2. What does it mean when a number is a solution of a linear equation in one variable? Is it A, it changes the form of the equation, B, it removes all variables from the equation, C, it makes the left side greater than the right side, or D, it makes the equation true when substituted for the variable? I'll give you 5 seconds to think about your answer. Okay, my dear math learners, if we are talking about a solution of a linear equation in one variable, it basically means that value is true when substituted to the equation. Alright, and that is letter D. Let's check whether we are correct. Alright, easy, right? Now let us go to question number 3. During a math game, a student thinks of a number. The teacher asks the students to double the number and then add 12. After taking these steps, the students get a final result of 30. How will you represent this in an equation? Is it A, 2x plus 12 is equal to 30, B, 2 times the quantity x plus 12 is equal to 30, C, 2x minus 12 is equal to 30, or letter D, x plus 12 is equal to 30? I'll give you 5 seconds to think about your answer. Alright, my dear math learners, in order to answer this question, first, let us gradually consider the given. It was said that you doubled the number then added with 12. Okay, so doubling the number, that is basically 2x plus 12. Okay, so where is 2x plus 12 here? That is letter A, which result to 30. Let's check whether we are correct. Alright, easy, right? Now, let us go to question number 4. The perimeter of a rectangle is 48 centimeters. The length is 4 centimeters more than the width. Let the width be WCM, or centimeters. Which equation represents the situation? Is it A, 2W plus 4 is equal to 48, B, 2W plus 2 times the quantity W plus 4 is equal to 48, C, 4W plus 4 is equal to 48, or D, W plus the quantity W plus 4 is equal to 48? I'll give you 5 seconds to think about your answer. Okay, my dear math learners, talking about perimeter of a rectangle, we already know that in a perimeter, the definition is adding the total sides of the given figure. So, in a rectangle, there are 2 lengths and then 2 widths. So, therefore, you could have the formula 2 times the quantity L plus W, which is equal to the perimeter. Now, the given here is the length is 4 centimeters more than the width, and the width is represented by W. So, therefore, we could say that let W be the width and let W plus 4 be the length. Okay, very good. So, having those, applying it to our formula, 2L plus 2W is equal to perimeter, then that would mean 2W by substitution plus 2 times the quantity W plus 4 is equal to 48. And that is letter B, my dear math learners. Now, let us check whether we are correct. Alright, easy, right? Now, let us go to question number 5. A school fundraiser collected 1,800 pesos from selling bracelets at 45 pesos each. How many bracelets were sold? Is it A, 35, B, 38, C, 40, or D, 42? I'll give you 5 seconds to think about your answer. Okay, my dear math learners, in order for us to answer this problem, of course, what we need to do is just divide 1,800 pesos by 45 pesos because that is the amount of bracelet for each one bracelet. Okay, so therefore, 1,800 divided by 45, the answer would be 40. Letter C. Let's check whether we are correct. Alright, my dear math learners. Of course, if we wanted to check your answer, you just multiply 40 times 45 and the answer would be 1,800. Alright. So now let us go to question number 6. Which of the following inequalities involves only one variable? Is it A, 3x plus 4y is less than 12, B, 2x minus 5 is greater than or equal to 9, C, 5y is equal to 150x minus z, or D, x plus 7 is greater than 12z. I'll give you 5 seconds to think about your answer. Okay, my dear math learners, this question is very easy. Why? Because we need to find from the given options one variable. And when we are talking about variable, this represents letter. So, among the 4 choices here, only letter B has one variable and that is x. So, therefore, the correct answer for this question is letter B. Let's check. Alright, easy, right? Now, let us go to question number 7. Anna is buying pens. Each pen costs 12 pesos and she has only 150 pesos. Which inequality represents the maximum number of pens, x, she can buy? Is it A, x plus 12 is less than or equal to 150? B, 12x is greater than 150? C, x minus 12 is less than 150? Or D, 12x is less than or equal to 150. I'll give you 5 seconds to think about your answer. Okay, my dear math learners, we are talking here about how many pens represented by x multiplied by the cost, which is 12 pesos each, right? So meaning that number of pens Anna wanted to buy multiplied by the cost, it should not be over than the 150 pesos, the money that she had. So therefore, if that would be the case, my dear math learners, this is talking about equal or less than. Okay, so therefore, the correct answer for this question would be 12x is less than or equal to 150, and that is letter D. Let's check whether we are correct. Alright, easy, right? Now let us go to question number 8. Solve the inequality 4x minus 8 is greater than 12. Which of the following represents the solution set? Is it A, x is greater than 5, B, x is greater than 3, C, x is greater than 4, or D, x is greater than 1? I'll give you 5 seconds to think about your answer. Okay, my dear math learners, in solving this inequality, you just need to isolate the value of x in one side of the equation. So in this case, follow the arrow. You have here 4x minus 8. So what we need to do is to transpose this minus 8 to the other side of the inequality. So we need to add both sides by 8. So therefore, this one, when added with 8, this will be cancelled. And 12 plus 8, that would be 20. Then, in order to eliminate 4 here, you just divide both sides of the equation by 4. So, 4x divided by 4 is greater than 20 divided by 4. So, 20 divided by 4, that would be 5, and 4x divided by 4, that would be cancelled with each other, remaining your x isolated. So therefore, the correct answer for this problem is letter A. Alright, let's check whether we are correct. Okay, easy, right? Now, let us go to question number 9. A community center is preparing care packages for senior citizens. Each senior should receive at least 7 packages. Which graph shows the number of packages X that each senior should receive? Is it A, open circle at 7, shading to the left? B, closed circle at 7, shading to the left? C, open circle at 7, shading to the right? Or D, closed circle at 7, shading to the right? I'll give you 5 seconds to think about your answer. Okay, my dear math learners, if we are talking about the word at least, we should be using the symbol greater than or equal to. Now, if that is the case, if you have a greater than or equal to, you are using the closed circle. So therefore, letter A and letter C here is already wrong. Now, talking about at least, meaning we are dealing with 7 and more, and that would be shading to the right. Alright, shading to the right. So therefore, letter D is the correct answer. Let's check whether we are correct. Alright, I hope you got that one, my dear math learners. Now let us go to question number 10. Santa Ana National High School teachers are preparing relief goods for the Bagobo community. They wanted each family to receive at least 6.5 kilos of rice. Which graph shows the kilos of rice each family should receive? Is it A, open circle at 6.5, shading to the right? B, closed circle at 6.5, shading to the right? C, open circle at 6.5, shading to the left? Or D, closed circle at 6.5, shading to the left? I'll give you 5 seconds to think about your answer. Okay, my dear math learners, this question is very similar to the question in number 9. So, talking about at least, we will be dealing with greater than or equal to. So, that would be a closed circle. And then, since this is 6.5, so we will be dealing at 6.5. And then, it is going to the right. Okay, so the right answer for this question would be letter B. Now, let us check whether we are correct. Alright, okay. So, congratulations, my dear math learners. You have already finished the first part of our reviewer series. If you find this helpful, please click that subscribe button and notification bell and share this to your fellow friends, classmates, and schoolmates. So, without further ado, let's go to part 2.